I thought it was so amazing that us as Black women came together and we were having conversation and connecting and creating community around our hair, our natural hair. That is a big thing. Hey baes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. On today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a chit chat with you all. I'm in the middle of getting ready and I was just sitting down here thinking and reflecting. The Lord bestowed it on me that I need to come on here and bless you guys today with some lock talk. So we are going to get right into it. One of the videos that I recently posted on my TikTok, I was talking about embracing all stages of the lock journey and not feeling like you have to hide, your starter locks underneath like protective styles and wigs until they mature and grow to a certain length. Just basically letting everybody know that locks are beautiful in all stages and we don't have to associate locks with being beautiful when they're mature. And it got me thinking about the lock community itself and this notion of locks becoming trendy, and this is why everybody is wanting to start their lock journey. And so I really wanted to talk to you guys about that and my thoughts on that in depth. I'm also going to be moisturizing my hair because my hair be dry, okay? I talk about this all the time. So I'm gonna be moisturizing my hair and just talking about this with you guys. Now, as you guys know, I have been locked for about a year and 4 months. I started my lock journey in 2022. Since then, I have fully embraced the lock journey. I have never, done any protective styles. I've never worn any wigs. I've really just allowed my locks to go through the journey and the process of locking, right? When it comes to locks and the fact that it's really popular and trendy right now, I don't understand why there's such an uproar from people. Locks becoming popular right now, it reminds me of back in the early 2010s when natural hair, when embracing our natural hair became really, really popular. And that was a very, very powerful movement. And the reason why I say that is because I have had natural hair my entire life. I don't think I've ever said this on my channel before, but I've had natural hair my entire life. I've never had a relaxer or perms. I've never put any chemicals. I've never even dyed my hair before. I have always had natural hair. I've always loved my natural hair, and that's the reason why I chose to never even bother getting my hair relaxed. It's not because like when I was a kid, my mom was like, no, you can't get a relaxer or nothing like that. She asked me and I simply said, no, I don't want that. I want to just continue to rock and embrace my natural hair. And I think, even for me being such a young adult, I'm a teenager and I'm like, no, I actually like rocking my natural hair. Meanwhile, everybody else around me, all the other Black girls that I know, they all had relaxers. I was still like, nah, I kind of like my natural hair. I think I want to, keep rocking it the way that it is. So in the early 2010s, like I said, having natural hair became really popular. That's when we saw this sudden influx of all these natural hair YouTubers, and we were learning about braid outs and twist outs and coconut oil and shea butter and all of that stuff. And I absolutely love that movement. And the reason why is that even though I had natural hair, it taught me even more how to take care of my natural hair, because I was learning from natural hair YouTubers about different oils that I could be using on my hair. And I thought it was so amazing that us as Black women came together and we were having conversation and connecting and creating community around our hair, our natural hair. That is a big thing. It empowered us to embrace the God-given beauty, the God-given hair that we were born with. And I think that is such an amazing movement. Now we fast forward 10 years later. Now we're talking, I feel like locks became popular and emerged around COVID time. I could be off the mark a little bit, but I want to say 2020, maybe 2019 is when locks became it started appearing, and now you see a lot of us Black men and women, embracing locks now. We're all going through the journey, right? And then you have some naysayers that are oh, people only want to join the lock community because it's trendy right now, because it's popular. But what's wrong with that? What is wrong with us once again embracing our hair and our natural hair and locks, which is another element of natural hair. We're literally just letting our hair do what it wants to do, right? What is wrong with us embracing that and us connecting that and connecting over that, right? Like, I find it very, very empowering. So it's interesting when I hear people make these comments about like, oh, you know, people are only joining the bandwagon now, this, that, and the third. What happened, you know, 10, 15 years ago when having locks was looked down upon, or it wasn't like the popular thing to do. You may feel comfortable, you know, doing something with your hair that is not like the popular thing at the time. And I think that speaks volumes about your character. And I can attest to that to myself as somebody who always had natural hair. And when everybody else around me had relaxers and stuff like that, I was still rocking a fro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what that looks like, and I didn't look down on anybody else for having relaxers. It's just very interesting to see like that we are connecting and building community around something that really empowers us, and yet there's still like that negativity that's constantly thrown in there. And then another element that comes to it is people, you know, wanting to skip the journey and doing things like extensions, lock extensions, and what's the other one? Instant locking their hair with like the crochet needles and stuff like that. And like, oh, that's not the real thing. You know, you're not going through the journey X, Y, and Z. I think lock extensions become problematic when it's being used because you don't feel comfortable with your hair being short, or you don't feel comfortable with like, you know, the starter lock phase and the baby lock phase, and you just want to automatically have long locks. I think it becomes problematic in that regard because then it goes back to the notion and this ideology that the only time black hair is deemed as being beautiful is when it's long, or it only is deemed as being beautiful when it's a certain texture. I also understand too, with locks becoming trendy, there's also the issue of like people kind of complicating the process because now people are getting a little bit more innovative, and you know, they're finding ways around the journey like lock extensions, or they're finding ways around it with different maintenance methods like instant locking and stuff like that. But I think that's another reason why people also feel like locks are becoming trendy, and they hate when like everybody joins the bandwagon, because then people start coming in with like ideas and ways to like, you know, quote unquote undercut the process. Ooh, hold on y'all, I gotta take a break. But this is honestly a big reason why I decided to go ahead and create my YouTube channel, and my Instagram and TikTok is centered around like my lock journey, because I am a black woman, right? I have Caribbean roots, and I have 4B, 4C, whatever type of hair y'all want to call it. My hair is very, very coarse. It's very, very thick. It shrinks like crazy, and I absolutely love the diversity of in what my hair can do. You know, I am going through the lock journey, and my hair is right now, my hair is going through that shrinkage stage of locks. It's also budding as well, as you can see. You know, it is going through the journey, and I personally love it, and I love documenting my journey and sharing it with everyone out there, because I feel like it gives other black women, once again, the empowerment to feel confident rocking our natural hair. You know, we're building community around this. All the negative talk in the lock community, it's serious. Like, y'all don't play no games. Do what makes you happy, but also understand that us as black women and our hair, there's strength in our hair. There's strength in us as a black woman, and do not feel like you have to cut around and skip certain things just because you're afraid of going out there and your hair being extra frizzy, and your hair being too frizzy, or your hair being, you know, only up to your neck and not down your back. Like, our hair is beautiful, and the things that it can do is absolutely beautiful. So just wanted to come on here and give a quick little rant about the lock community and this topic of, you know, people joining the bandwagon X, Y, and Z. You know, so what? So what if it's trendy right now? I think it's a great thing because it's empowering black people to come together and start embracing ourselves and our natural beauty even more than we were before, right? So what's the problem? Let's keep doing it. Let's keep embracing all these people that are starting their lock journeys. Let's keep empowering each other and uplifting each other, because we are beautiful people. We have strength in numbers. I will continue to do loc videos and talk about my journey. If you enjoyed this conversation, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts below as well. And also if there's other things that you guys want to talk about, we could talk about it, because I could talk for days, okay? Let me know in the comments below the type of content that you guys want to continue to see from me. I definitely appreciate all the feedback and all the love and all the positivity. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, you guys. Love you all. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn your notifications on, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.